as it'll be the Detroit Lions and the Toronto Huskies. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. Knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, set. Ready,
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On play action, Lance. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Gibbs straight ahead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily soft.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, usually.
And it'll be intercepted.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4th down now after a loss of 2. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field and all the way down to the 33-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Ready. Ready?
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one swung out to Montgomery. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a dump off here complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it, Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready?
Now Lance on the bootleg. Sliding out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he's got it. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Open man is Yoshivas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Unlock line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing on third down, Hill. They'll roll him out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready up.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing his Lance on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, right. 43 rail. 22 needle. Steel, black.
Lance now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Again, it's Lance. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Hill. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. A final shot before break. Hill. Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas. As time expires in the first half. And the Huskies have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 49. That's a gain of 14.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 7.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Here's Hill. He's got Mingo. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Up the middle, here's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the option to give to Taylor here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now a play fake. Lance. In trouble, and he's taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting him.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal from 28 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the gun, it's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Down the right sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. Fights him off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could... Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll audible to something else. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. It certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. The medical staff will attend to him, and oh no, he lost the football! And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield, but occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Lance. For Kidder here, it's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. Running for it, Montgomery. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So they only needed a couple of feet there on fourth down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? Fourth and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Lance looking to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Take off.
Now Hill. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Hill now to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the move past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Hill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.